Good morning, good morning. Get that early morning, 6:30 workout. All right, so thought of the day, as you know, are we as black people winning? Are we actually winning? No, absolutely not even close to winning. We are losing so bad, it's ridiculous. And we're losing in mass. All right? What I've found and what I've been learning since interacting with people of other ethnicities, mainly through business, we are so lost in what it really takes to get to the next level in terms of black people on a whole. But one of the reasons why sometimes in some of my videos I focus so much on black women is the fact that based on the statistics, they are the ones that are leaving relationships. They're the ones that are filing for divorces. 80% of divorces are filed for by women. So it means women are leaving. Now, in their defense, they will say, well, men are cheating, men are liars, men are no good, and so forth. Okay, so if that's the case, why is it that the other ethnicities are not leaving their men as much, even though their men have similar traits? I know I am in the environment of men of other ethnicities now. And I'll tell you, all men have the same traits and wants. All. Okay? This is the reality of it. 25% of black women are married. I think, that's my opinion, one of the reasons why the marriage rate is so low is one, black women don't want to get married early. They only want to get married in their late 30s, early 40s. They don't want to get married. They truly don't. Their independence and their freedom is Jesus to them. But are you winning? Let's go down the totem pole. You're independent, you're a strong, independent black woman, right? You're in your 30s, possibly early 40s. How are you winning? What is your definition of winning? 9% of women in America, black women, 9%, no, actually women in America makes over $75,000 a year. 9%. Okay? Let that sit in. Out of all women in America, 9%. So that tells me that a bunch of these strong, independent women walking around ain't got no money. Ain't got no money. You're actually living paycheck to paycheck and taking care of kids with that money too. Oh, no. That strong, independent thing, that's a lie. Is this your definition of winning woman? Strong, independent, working extremely hard, stressed out by your job that you cannot lose. No, you cannot lose that job because your whole world gonna crumble. There's no cushion, no one to support you if your world crumbles. And you gotta be raising boys into men, because of course the fathers may be in their child's life, But there's a big difference with a father being in a child life and that child being raised in the same household. Very important. Two distinct different things. Oftentimes you hear a woman say, well, his dad is in his life. Yes, but that father does not get a chance to see the day-to-day movements of that child in order to correct it before it get out of hand. I mean, for the last year, I've been just observing how people move, different ethnicities, even our own black people. And I met a Jewish man. He had 9 kids. And we had a conversation. And that man explained to me, he said, the most important thing a human being can do is create a family and guide them to the next level. I never forgot that. Most important thing a human being can do is create a family and guide them to the next level. What I think especially black people, we've become very selfish. Very selfish. We have zero care whether or not we are at the bottom of the totem pole. Then we complain about racism. Racism. Yep. I will tell you this. There may be people in this world that have racist tendencies. Black, white, Asian, Indian. There may be people in this world that have racist tendencies. But I do not believe racism exists anymore. And I'll tell you why. Especially here in America, every individual have an equal opportunity to excel at whatever dream they choose. At whatever dream they choose. Equal opportunity. What is missing is access. So, the single mom who's making $40,000 per year, her child needs to go to college. You know what she does not have? Guess what she don't have? She doesn't have a father that's working 40 grand as well in her household for them to make a conscious effort to put that child in college. So what that child end up having to do is getting a job out of high school to assist the mother who is overwhelmed by bills and stress. Now, I'm not saying this is all cases, but I definitely know that cases like this do exist. No, I have seen every single person who fight for their dream accomplish it. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have lawyers, we have politicians, we even have a damn president that was black. So all that racist oppression, guilt, feeling sorry for it, no, that's done. We need to hold ourselves accountable. Do you know, they say racism, cops killing black boys and all of that. You know something? Every person that I know was killed in a violent encounter was killed by another black man. You heard that? Who is killing off the blacks? Blacks. Why is it no one wants to talk about that? Yet still we complain about oppression and how we do not have the luxuries of life. But no one is working towards it. No one is actually doing the actual work. Women leave their men, then decide to do it all by themselves, and then the outcome is you can't. Not with 40, 50,000 a year. You're just gonna live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck until your kids start to work, then they feel obligated to helping you. Yes, that's what I've literally seen a woman put that on her son yesterday. She's a single mom, 2 kids, and her dream is for her son to make it pro, so she would be okay. That's not right. That is so not right. That is not the burden that should be placed on a boy or girl. Stop putting your future on your kids. That is the most selfish thing a parent can do. As a parent, your job is to make your life to the point where you can sustain life. And how do you do that? Most people have to do it with a mate. So what I would recommend to you women, start studying the kind of men you think you may qualify for. Yeah, start studying the men you think you may qualify for. Because remember, only 10% of men in America make over $100,000 a year. Only 10% of men in America make over $100,000 a year. And these men, they're gonna pick the best out of the best. That's just hands down. So if you look in the mirror and you rate yourself a 4, 5, then you have to dial down, and there's a specific man that might fit you. One key thing I would recommend to women, if you are marriage minded right now, with or without kids, if you're trying to truly find a man, this is the first thing, 2 things I think you should do. Look at his job history. Job history tells consistency, devotion, and the ability to maintain. All right? That's very important. The next thing you should look at, or not even look at, ask that man. Let that man know that you are interested in being married. The one thing about a man who does not want to get married, oh, he ain't gonna stay around. If you set the expectation of marriage while dating, if he has no plans on marrying you, he ain't gonna stay around, because he can only bullshit you but for so long. You understand? One of the things I know a lot of women are afraid of is having sex with a man not knowing where the relationship is gonna go. Unfortunately, ladies, that's just a risk you're gonna have to take. You have to take that risk in order to move to the next level, because a man will never take you serious unless sex is in play. Okay? So you're gonna have to take a risk. I can't tell you all the answers, but what I would recommend to women is start learning men. Figuring out what is it that men want, give it to them, and I promise you, your life will change. You know, it felt good. It felt really, really good. My wife, as a registered nurse, RN, during the COVID pandemic, she was able to actually take off from work. Meaning, I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I got a husband. I felt so happy that I, as a man, was able to do that for my wife. And listen, she was elated that she was able to do that too. But she gave me a chance. She gave me a chance when I was making $34,000 a year. She gave me a chance. And now, the rest is history. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for listening.